Okay, here we go.
Mark, I know that you're a process guy, but is it good now to just have it back? Are you glad the off season's over?
Yeah, it is. It's always exciting to watch our new players come in. We've seen them a little bit in our conditioning areas, but it'll be good to watch them throw footballs and do some different things. And so excited about our season, excited about watching our new players, and then seeing how our younger players have developed as well.
Can you talk about these three guys and why you brought these three?
You know, every year I struggle with who to bring, and this year probably as much as anything has been difficult because we have some outstanding leaders that we left at home. You know, guys like Andrew Dow and Felton Davis and Cole Chewins and just a lot of guys, Matt Sokol, but a lot of guys that played a lot of football for us and then also have been very big in terms, Joe Bocci, very big in terms of who they are as leaders on our football team. So it's been difficult, but first of all, I brought Kari Willis. He'll be speaking today at the luncheon, which is the first time since Kirk Cousins spoke. And Kari, just a tremendous individual, extremely disciplined, very much faith-driven as a person, stands behind who he is as an individual. He's got great chemistry with our football team. Brian Lewerke is another guy that is a proven winner. Again, another guy that's seen as a leader on our football team. And we vote for our leadership group, which consists of 12 people, like 4 or 5 times a year. And he's in that group every single year, and he's got a very high number of votes. So I think our quarterback, everybody wants to see our quarterback, talk to our quarterback, listen to our quarterback. And so he was a guy that I wanted to have here. And then L.J. Scott, and I think L.J.'s a guy that started for us for 4 years, been very productive. And as I said at the podium, I wanted to see growth. I want him to understand what this is all about, a little bit the size and the scope of the Big Ten Conference, and put him at the center of attention and see how he reacts. And I think it'll be good for him. He'll understand the challenges that go along with that. But he's done a great job in school. He's done a great job preparing for his senior year, and he made a statement about not just himself, but about this program when he decided to come back in December. Didn't weigh it out. He made that decision the night of the game out the bowl game. He made that decision, and I think that warrants it.
Some of the coaches were saying yesterday that Michigan State doesn't get the respect on the national level that for all you've done that you deserve. Do you feel that?
Oh, I don't feel that. I just go about my business. No. As I said in there, I think that they've got us ranked in the top 15. I think everybody does. I think there's 120-some players and teams out there, 129 maybe. So some people have us as far as up there as number 5. So we'll earn what we get as we move forward, on and off the field, and that's our message to our players. Hey, don't get caught up in the little things.
On John Reschke, you mentioned about him needing to get a 6th year. Has he done that? Have you heard?
Yeah, he's gone through all those things. He's gotten a 6th year. He's able to play from that perspective, and I thought that the people need to heal, quite honestly, and our team needs to heal, and I think that's happened, and it's been an ongoing process, as I said. So I think we revisited this thing in the spring. I was asked a question about this. So this is not a new topic. This is something our players have dealt with and have been talking about and making decisions on. And there's a lot of reasons behind it, as much as anything from a Reschke standpoint or from his standpoint. I want him to be able to finish what he started. I want him to see himself through a difficult situation and come out the other end. I don't think that he wants to end his career in that way. His family is going through some things health-wise. I think it would be good it would be a positive thing for them to see him play near home. For our football team and our players, they weighed in. Especially our black athletes, our African-American players. They weighed in on it. At any time, the most important thing to me is to have great chemistry on our football team, and I think that's the thing that everybody needs to understand. To have great chemistry on our football team, I can't allow anything in there that's going to create a division. And so I've asked them over and over and over, and they see no problems with that, and they interact. Everybody interacts together, and if there is a problem, then I'll deal with the problem. remedy the problem. But as of right now, I'm trying to allow the process to take place, a healing process. And forgiveness is power. And so he's asked for forgiveness, and our players have given it. I don't know what that is over there.
Mark, you mentioned his knee injury. Is he physically going to be ready to play?
You know, I haven't seen him play football, so I've seen him move around a little bit, and he's moved around fine. So we'll see what it is. That's a secondary process.
How were those conversations with those guys? You mentioned the guys mentioned in early 17 about after all that stuff that there were a lot of frank conversations. I mean, did they have more frank conversations about
Oh, this was, you know, John, you know, he apologized to our football team last spring. Tearfully apologized. So, you know, but that's maybe for you guys to ask our players. And I told our players, you're going to be asked these questions, and not just the players that are here, but the rest of our players. So they can weigh in, and then we'll make decisions. But like I said, it's a step-by-step process. At any point in time, this process can end or move forward.
Do you have a slogan for this year?
Oh yeah, I got a slogan. I've got to have a slogan. So Andrew Dow, we have all these different workouts, and we had a tug of war going on, and so all of a sudden, you know, the one group was sort of outmatched, and Andrew Dow started calling out heave, and everybody started pulling in unison in one direction. And I said, that's our mantra, because we got some heavy lifting to do around here. You guys know that, and we all got to pull in one direction. We all have to hold on to that rope, and it's going to be 1 by inches, 1 inch at a time. And so that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to unify ourselves and all move in that same direction, but it's going to take a tremendous effort by everybody. They're going to have to hold on to that rope.
Are the questions that you're getting in with recruits different now? Just do you have to address stuff that you know?
I think, you know, recruiting is, with social media and everything, recruiting takes on a whole new level. There's I get all kinds of questions.
Mark, you've mentioned healing a number of times today. How difficult has this last year been? You know, just for you as one of the faces of the program and the university, but also to let people know that, you know, where you're headed, and in recruits,
Sure.
It's okay to come.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, it's tough, but, you know, that's ultimately you're hired as a football coach, as a head football coach, to deal with more than just wins and losses. Everybody wants you to win. I'm very up to date on that, but you deal with more than just that. You deal with issues, you deal with the team, you deal with things at a national level, and so yeah, it's been difficult, but we've taken the opportunity to be a part of the healing process as a team with the things that are going on campus. We try to do our very best, honor the situation with how we've handled it, and but we must move forward too.
Someone questions
we must move forward.
When someone questions your integrity, though, to a certain extent, though, does it cut you to the core, or does it?
Well, I guess
how do you
everybody's
roll with that,
entitled to
Mark?
their own opinions.
Yeah.
You know, I've always tried to do things right, and I've been able to live with myself. And like I've told you before, I read Psalm 91 every single day. So that's my message, and I'll just keep doing it, and I'll just keep moving.
For Kari to get this speech, what does that mean both for him and for the program? What kind of things do you expect him to talk about?
I think he's excited. He was excited about it. I asked him if he would want to do it. When he said he did, then I sort of nominated him to see if the Big Ten Conference would want to have him speak. But I think it gives us a platform, gives him a platform to talk about himself, his family, a little bit, his growth, and some of the other things maybe that have come up. But it'll be an opportunity for him to share and represent not just Michigan State, but all the players in the Big Ten Conference. So I think that's what we have to understand. It's not just about Michigan State when he steps up there. It's about all of our players in the Big Ten Conference, and he represents all these teams. And so his message will be probably towards that end.
You guys, last one, we got to get rolling here. We'll see you guys later today, too.
Mark, I know you said it's early and you haven't seen him play, but John still projected Sam. Rush keeper, he still projected Sam. Just kind of.
We're just trying to see if he can get on the field, you know, and as a football player, and then we'll make decisions. But again, it's a step-by-step process in every respect, not just the things we just talked about, but physically as well, I think.
Was there any other personnel stuff since the spring that's changed? Or?
Probably.
Julian Major.
Julian Major is in flux, I guess you could say. I think the thing that you have to look at about Julian is that, you know, when young people come at mid-year, they face challenges, being away from home for the first time. School hits them in the teeth, you know, 12 hours of academics. You've got football, you've got lifting, you've got things that you're dealing with. And, you know, in the springtime, he stepped away because he just wasn't prepared to deal with it. So he stepped away from and went back home. And so he's transitioning because of that, you know. He's got to transition back into it, and that's from a university perspective, not athletic perspective, but from a university perspective, and that'll get weighed out here in July here yet.
Has he made the decision to come back?
Oh, he wants to come back.
Okay.
He wants to come back, but we'll see how it all shakes out. Again, it's another step-by-step process because I think he's missed a lot, and he was unable to rejoin our freshmen due to university rules. He was unable to, so he's behind. Even though he came in January, he's behind right now. So we'll see how he does. You know, it's step by step. You know, a lot of challenges for a lot of players.
It's rare for a guy that early enrolled there.
Yeah, but I've always said, you know, it takes a certain amount of maturity and discipline to be able to do that because, you know, you're stepping away from your family, your friends, and maybe he just wasn't quite ready to step away from his family.
All right, guys, we got to roll.
Thanks, Mark.
We'll see you guys at 2:45.